Hey loves! Today we're going to be talking all about body products, and I have pretty much all the things: body washes, body scrubs, body sprays, and fragrances. So if you want to smell delicious, I got you covered. And these are very fall coated. They're sweet, they're delicious, they're warm. Some of them are spicy, some of them are creamy, some of them are a little bit more mild, but I have everything here. So grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. So let's start off with body washes. I only have two because I have tried so many, and these are the ones that I have just been going back to. And the first one is a given, but Dove body washes. These are the best. I've tried pretty much almost all the ones that you can think of at the drugstore, and I've also tried high-end body washes, and I always go back to this one. This one specifically that I'm using is the Pampering Shea Butter and Vanilla, so I think it pairs really nicely with a bunch of other scents that I'm going to show you for especially the fall time if you're into that vanilla, sweet, creamy, delicious kind of scent. And this isn't too sweet, but it has a really nice lather to it as well, and I find it to actually be very hydrating. That's why I love Dove body washes, because when I get out of the shower, my body, it feels clean, it smells good, but it doesn't feel like it's completely stripped. I still follow up with moisturizer and everything, but honestly, sometimes if I'm super lazy, I won't always do it, and I don't always feel the need to, especially when I use this with this other product that I'm going to show you. It is so hydrating. I also really like the Deep Moisture body wash. That has a little bit more of a clean scent, but I feel like it's even a little bit more hydrating than this one. It is incredible. But again, this one is the Shea Butter and Vanilla, and it is top tier. I will never not use Dove. So I like to use my bar of soap first, and then I follow up with the body wash. And another body wash I love is from Tree Hut, specifically the foaming gel wash. I've tried the sparkly one and I didn't love it, but the foaming gel washes I think are so much better because they have a better lather to them and they feel much more hydrating on the skin. And I also love the fact that Tree Hut pretty much has a scent for everybody. They have sweet scents, floral scents, summer scents, fall scents, all the things, but the pumpkin pop is delicious. If you like that very sweet pumpkin, vanilla, caramelly kind of scent, you're gonna love this. I think it's perfect. It does feel very sweet when you first smell it, but I feel like the dry down to this, it's pretty. Like in the shower and stuff, it's not too much. It's actually really nice. And you can also, if you wanted to, incorporate this in a bubble bath as well, because it does have that nice hydrating feel, and you get a lot of bubbles in your bath with this as well. And I think, again, both of these are really good bases for other fall sweet creamy scents. Now moving into scrubs, same brand, Dove and Tree Hut, they take the cake for me. They're the best, and I have actually been really enjoying this brown sugar and coconut butter body scrub from Dove. This pairs beautifully with the Pampering body wash. I'm telling you, if you do this combo, you don't even need moisturizer when you get out of the shower, because this body scrub almost feels like a 2-in-1. As you're applying it, you get that gritty texture because it is an exfoliating body scrub, but you also get this very creamy texture with it as well, where it almost feels like you're applying an in-shower body lotion. And the brown sugar and coconut is amazing. It's not too much, it's very mild, but I just love how this makes the body feel. It's super soft, and it honestly feels like something that could be way more expensive. I've been loving this for my legs, for my arms. I'll just apply this everywhere. And I like to exfoliate typically once a week, sometimes twice if my skin is really going through it, but once a week for me is just fine. And this is just incredible. It literally is. I mean, you can just see how creamy it is, but you are going to get a little bit of that grittiness. You know, it's going to scrub your body, but it's still going to be extremely hydrating. And what I love about Tree Hut is that if you love a scent, you better believe that they're going to have you covered with a body scrub and a body butter. And so I have the pumpkin pop scrub here. If you have not tried the scrubs, these are definitely a little bit more gritty than the ones that I just showed you from Dove. These are not as creamy. This is definitely a straight up scrub. I mean, it's still going to be hydrating, but it doesn't feel like an in-shower kind of lotion product like the one from Dove does. So the textures are definitely different. So if you really want to get in there and give yourself a little bit of a deeper exfoliation, I think you would love these from Tree Hut. And they have, like I said, a million different scents, but I love to match the body wash with the scrub and the body butter. I've been using Tree Hut scrubs for years, and these will last you forever because you don't need a lot when you're applying these. I can't get over the smell. I honestly can even go as far as saying that the scrub smells even better than the body wash, the pumpkin pop. It's a very unique, sweet scent, but I think the dry down is just perfect because it's not too much. And I have to shout out Tree Hut body butters because a lot of body butters are just very thick and heavy and they just feel greasy on the body, and as you're moving it just feels very sticky, but not these. I think these just have such a creamy, rich luxe texture. It does give you the moisture level on here, so this is about like a 3 out of 5, but it gives me just the right amount of hydration to the point where my skin feels soft and it doesn't leave any residue behind. It has a nice whipped consistency that absorbs into the body really nicely too, because you don't really have to do a lot with it. Once you rub it in, it's gone, you're hydrated, so you don't have to spend like 30 minutes trying to rub in your lotion. I'm going to show you another scent that I think is just really good also for the fall time. It's a little bit different. It's not as sweet. It has a bit more of a floral base, but this is the Moonlight Glow from Tree Hut. Moonlight Glow has a little bit of a deeper floral undertone to it. It's not as sweet, of course, as Pumpkin Pop, but it is delicious. I have a fragrance in here, 2 of them actually, that I think would pair really beautifully with this scent. I have another body butter that is newer, but wow, this is really good. It's the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil body butter. This is definitely more luxe than the ones from Tree Hut. You're gonna get more hydration. This is a really good one if you want to splurge. I highly recommend. I think this is a very good vanilla icing kind of scent, but in the best way. So if you want something a little bit more luxe, I think you would really enjoy this. And also it's not a very intoxicating vanilla scent. I would say it smells like a vanilla that you would find at a very high-end expensive bakery. And my favorite body lotion is the EOS Shea Butter. You cannot go wrong with these if you want something affordable but with hydration that lasts and that is going to absorb very quickly into your skin and just melt away beautifully. You need to try the EOS ones. I really like the fragrance free because you're gonna get that hydration and then you can layer this with whatever you want. So this is a staple in my collection. The moisture is on point, the dry down is quick, and your skin just feels refreshed and hydrated. I also love Vanilla Cashmere from EOS. This is definitely much sweeter than the one that I just showed you, Josie Maran, which this has a sweet scent, but it's a little bit more of like a soft tone. That's why I say think high-end bakery. But this one, I would say think of vanilla cinnabon, you know, like that kind of scent. That is what this is when you're at the mall and you just smell like that instant, like it hits you, that vanilla sweet, and you're like, ooh, I want something sweet. That's what this is. So it's a little bit more intense right off the bat, and the dry down is much sweeter than the one from Josie Maran, so it's different, but I think it's really nice, and this pairs really nicely too with other vanilla scents that I'm going to show you. It's literally the exact same thing. However, my most used one is definitely the fragrance free. You just can't go wrong because this goes with everything. Now let's talk about body oils. I am actually very picky with body oils because again, I'm all about the textures. I don't want it to feel too much, so I still swear by my Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom body oil because it gives me the perfect amount of hydration, and I can mix this in with other moisturizers as well that maybe are a little bit more lightweight. It also works really nicely with almost all of the scents that I'm going to talk about today, so that's why I love it. This is my second bottle of it. I even use this in the summertime if I ever just want to be extra and just get lots of moisture on my skin, but it is divine. It smells really good. It's not too sweet. It's just very mild, and again, it pairs really nicely with other sweeter scents, so it is the perfect body oil that is not too much. Now let's get into these fragrances. Okay, so I want to mention this super sweet vanilla that smells just like Vanilla Cashmere, and it smells just like Eilish from Billie Eilish. If you like this scent, you're gonna like Vanilla Cashmere. This smells identical. Like this is the perfect pair right here if you're into this scent. Billie Eilish is definitely super sweet, like Madagascar vanilla. I believe that's how you describe it. Like that's all you smell. There's no other notes. It smells like a fluffy vanilla marshmallow, and that's that. There's no type of spice to it. It's just straight up sweetness. And a really good dupe for this is actually the Finery Sweet on the Outside perfume. If you have not tried Finery fragrances, you can get them at Target, and I'm telling you, this is the same exact thing. I will say the Billie Eilish one lasts a little bit longer, but this is a really good dupe if you're into that very fluffy marshmallow kind of scent. I also really like the body spray with it as well. This is what I have paired in the past with Eilish from Billie Eilish because it's literally the same exact scent. So these are a really fabulous combo. If you want to make your scents last a little bit longer, mixing them is key. Applying it with a moisturizer underneath. So apply your moisturizer to the pressure points or everywhere, and then douse your skin in this, and it's going to just have something to stick to throughout the day. So beautiful combo, and it's literally sweet on the outside. Another one of my favorite vanillas, when my husband smelled me, he says it smells like fresh baked cookies, but in the best way, because my husband's very sensitive to scents. Some of them he just does not like. But with this one, he thinks it is the perfect kind of just like cookie scent. To me, I get a little bit of that cookie scent, but it's a little bit of a kind of spicy scent as well in there. And that is Mixed Bar Vanilla Bourbon. I have the little mini and I loved it so much that I went out and I got the big one as well, because this is such a good vanilla scent. It's like a classy vanilla. It's a little bit of a deeper scent versus sweet on the outside. It's not as sweet. This has a little bit of a powdery kind of tone to it, but then with the bourbon in there, I feel like it gives it a little bit of spice. It gives the sweetness a really nice balance. And then they also have the perfume. This is the number 9 perfume. I will say this is also not super long wearing. You will have to reapply throughout the day, but that's why I like pairing the perfume with the body spray and then applying it with a moisturizer. That always helps. Yeah, vanilla bourbon is really just like that, girl. It's a beautiful vanilla. It's different too. I don't have anything really like this in my collection, so it's a really nice scent, I think, for day to day, but also in the evening because of that little spice that it has in it. I think it would make for a beautiful vanilla date night scent. And then this is the last fragrance from Target, and this one is Being Frenchy, and this is the Cashmere Vanilla. This is the most mild vanilla out of the ones that I just showed you. So if you want something sweet but you don't want something intoxicating or too much, this is for you. It's mild, but it's creamy, it's soft. It's just that day-to-day scent. And this is a hair and body mist. I really like this brand a lot. This is my favorite scent from the brand. They also have a body oil too, which I think is also really nice. That's in the bedroom, but the hair and body mist is my absolute favorite. This pairs really nicely with another fragrance that I'm going to show you because it has that very creamy, soft base. It's a mild vanilla. It's not overly sweet. This doesn't give dessert vanilla vibes. It gives home or hotel vanilla vibes. It's very mild, it's comforting, it's soft. When you smell this, you want to wrap yourself up in a blanket with maybe like a little bit of hot cocoa or something and just bask in the scent. Or if you're going out, it's just a good kind of day-to-day scent because it's not too strong, but it just gives you a little touch of vanilla and it's really pretty. And that leads me into my next fragrance that pairs so nicely with Cashmere Vanilla, and that is the Leda 22 Oris. This is SML X0's perfume line, which is Stephanie. I have repurchased this so many times. This is my favorite fragrance out of everything that I've ever tried. It's creamy, it's soft, it's sophisticated, it's beautiful. It's a very universal scent. It goes really nicely with Cashmere Vanilla for sure because it has that really pretty soft dry down that is not powdery. It's just mild, but in the best way. I do find that this also lasts really nicely on me throughout the day. I have the travel size, I have the hand cream, I have it all. It is so good. I feel like this could be a good everyday scent. It could be a good evening scent, but it could also be a good bridal scent. I am waiting for this to be in Nordstrom. I really think it will be, so that you can go in and smell it, because I bought it just blindly last year or whenever it came out and I cannot put this down. Like I said, I've gone through it so much. I'm just spraying everything at this point, but it's perfect. That's just the best way for me to describe it. It's just very soft and sophisticated. This also does not smell like a dessert. I have another vanilla scent here. This one is Leda 18 Vanilla Nera. This is definitely a more mature vanilla scent. The dry down to this is more spicy than sweet. It is a true fall or winter kind of scent, perfect for a date night or a girl's night out. Or if you just want to be extra, you're going to Target in the evening and you want to smell delicious, this is it. I really like this too because the vanilla is unique. It's not too sweet. It's more spicy than anything. It's not too powdery, but it does have a little bit of that stronger undertone to it. But that's why I think it makes it so unique and a perfect evening scent. Whereas 22 Oris is definitely softer and more creamy. This is going to give more spicy vibes than anything. So if you like something sweeter, I would say go with 22 Oris. If you're into a spicy, more upgraded vanilla, then you're going to love 18 Vanilla Nera. This next scent doesn't have any vanilla in it, and it is so beautiful. It's the Finery Midnight Cafe. This pairs really nicely with the Moonlight Glow from Tree Hut. It has that jasmine tone in it. I love jasmine, by the way, in my fragrances, not just because that's my name, but it's just a true deeper spicy floral. If you like Midnight Fantasy from Britney Spears, you're gonna like Midnight Cafe. I like these kind of tones because they're just sweet. They're nostalgic, but not too strong, but a little spice in there, so it makes for a great evening scent. Last last but not least, let's talk about this Fenty fragrance. This is honestly, I think, the strongest perfume that I own in my collection. And I typically don't really like scents like this, but it's unique. The dry down to it and throughout the day, it almost starts to smell better the longer you wear it. And then it gets a little bit softer throughout the day. When you first smell it, it is very strong. It hits you. She's fierce. But she is a sensual, spicy kind of vanilla. Don't think vanilla like the ones that I talked about. The sweetness to it is there, but it's more spicy and just a very sensual, deeper kind of vanilla. Think expensive luxury vibes. And compared to the one from Leda, which also I would say has like a spice to it with the vanilla in there, it doesn't have as much of a powdery dry down. And I feel like throughout the day, the vanilla almost changes to like this really gorgeous, deep, sensual floral. Just also notice that they have the body butter with it, and I want it because it's, I think, would be a great combo. And last year when I used it, I literally would only spray 1 or 2 sprays because it is that intense. I don't really feel like I need to drench my body in this. Like, I actually just find it to be perfect if you just do a little bit because it's that intense, and it does last a very long time. I feel like out of all my fragrances, this one lasts the longest. It is so good. It's gorgeous. I sprayed a little bit of it and I'm like, it just smells expensive. It's like a vanilla with a kick, literally, because they are spicy. So that completes all of my favorite body care and fragrances that I love for fall. If you guys have any favorites, drop them down below in the comments. You guys know I love to smell good, but honestly, who doesn't? I mean, that's like one of the best things ever. After you have your hair and your makeup and your outfit done and put on and you look so good, adding that fragrance is just the finishing touch. It's the icing to the cake. And the best part about scents and fragrances and all the things is that they bring you back to a memory. They could be nostalgic, they could be just very memorable, and that's what I love about fragrances. Let me know your favorites down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every week, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye!